Welcome to Policy on Demand's Week in Review. I am Todd Metcalf. I think pretty clearly that the most important takeaways of the week are that there are some new sheriffs here in the nation's capital. We saw President Biden and Vice President Harris sworn into office on Wednesday. We also saw 3 new Democratic senators take their seats in the Senate. This transition gives Democrats control of the Senate. It makes Chuck Schumer of New York the majority leader, and with Democrats in the White House, in charge of the House, and in charge of the Senate, that means that Democrats now control their own legislative destiny. So the question that I heard most often this week was, when do we expect to see more detail on the tax proposals that have been floated by the Biden campaign, that have been discussed by other congressional leaders, and when do we expect further congressional action on those policies? And the answer to the first is we expect that the Biden administration will put out a budget in the coming weeks, which will undoubtedly provide more detail on their tax proposals. And frankly, congressional action, I think our expectation continues to be that likely congressional action on these tax proposals is sometime toward the end of 2021. I think I would be focused on policy and personnel. I think we're going to see more and more people named to the administration, and what we know is personnel is policy. So who's going to be the Assistant Secretary of Tax Policy at Treasury? Who are going to take key economic policy roles in the White House, at Treasury, at OMB? So I think watching what's happening in personnel, but also seeing what executive actions the president takes in the next week. We've already seen quite a few executive orders issued. We're going to see more in the coming days. So I think we need to pay attention to that. And then finally, what is Congress doing? Is Congress, are there hearings? Are congressional chairmen or members putting out proposals? We should be focused on what Congress is doing as well.